Are you looking for a really delicious but unique dessert for your next holiday party? I have just the right thing for you. Today I'm going to show you how to create and decorate a creme brulee pie. You will need the following Meijer ingredients: 1 frozen ready to fill and bake pie crust, 2 cups heavy whipping cream, 1/3 cup pure granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, 6 egg yolks from 6 large eggs, 1 teaspoon Meijer pure vanilla extract, and 6 to 10 tablespoons of some type of sanding sugar, granulated sugar, or brown sugar to caramelize on the top of the pie. You're going to begin by taking your frozen pie crust from the freezer, set it at room temperature to thaw for about 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to take a fork and you're going to prick holes all over the entire bottom of the crust. This will ensure that your crust doesn't bubble up and crack on you. Once you have put all the holes into your pie crust, you're going to bake it in an oven at 400 degrees for 10 to 13 minutes. To begin your custard, you want to pour 1 of the cups of the heavy whipping cream into a saucepan, add your sugar, and a little pinch of the salt. Turn your heat on to medium-high and stir it occasionally just until the sugar dissolves, and you want to heat this just until bubbles form around the edge of the pan. Once it begins to bubble around the edges, I'm going to remove it from the heat and just stir it up a little bit. I'm going to add in the remaining 1 cup of cold cream that I've gotten out of the refrigerator, and that'll help cool that cream down. And then I'm going to let that set aside for just a moment. Then we're going to lightly whisk the eggs. You don't want to whisk them until bubbles form, otherwise you'll end up with bubbles in your custard. And I'm going to add the vanilla to the eggs and stir that together. Then I am going to slowly whisk in some of my hot cream mixture. Pour in about 1/2 cup to begin. This will help temper the eggs so you don't actually scramble your eggs. Then I'm going to just slowly continue to drizzle in my cream, continuing to whisk, but once again not trying to form a lot of bubbles in your custard. Once I get the most of it in, I can pour it in fairly quickly and just get it stirred up to combine. Then that custard is going to go back into your saucepan, and we're going to cook it on the stove top until it's nice and thick. Once your custard has heated for about 5 minutes, you want to insert a candy thermometer or a digital read thermometer into the mixture. You want to cook this to 175 degrees. I'm going to turn off my heat and move my pot off of the heat source. Okay, I'm going to pour this right through a fine mesh strainer to remove any of the solids. Once your custard has cooled about 10 minutes, go ahead and pour it right into the crust. Remove your pie from the refrigerator after it has thoroughly chilled. We want to decorate the top. You could sprinkle the entire top just with sugar and caramelize it, but I want to make this a little more festive for the holidays. So I am going to create a stencil by cutting a 9-inch round piece of parchment and drawing out the design that I want to put onto my pie. Then I'm going to cut out the image from my stencil. I'm going to lay the stencil right over my pie, and I'm going to sprinkle colored sugar to fill the entire stencil. And now I have my nice image of my snowflake. I'm going to put the paper cutout on top of that image, and then I'm going to sprinkle white sugar all over the rest of my pie. I recommend presenting this pie just as it is to your guests, and right before serving you want to caramelize the sugar on the top. Either use a handheld kitchen torch or you can put it under the broiler for a few minutes. You want to melt the sugar until it's nice and golden brown. Today I showed you how to create a beautiful snowflake design on your creme brulee pie. But why not try some different designs like leaves or gingerbread? Any design will do. Just use your imagination and enjoy.